Yo, good morning. Today it is September 23rd. I'm doing a trade recap. Today I took one trade, got break even, and it took forever. Now, did I really love this trade? 50-50. Let's just kind of get into it. So as you can kind of see, my break even got hit and went right back down. So I got break even for the day. So let's kind of rewind and go back to market open and kind of see what I was thinking here. So if I go on the 4 hour, I'm looking for my daily bias. Um, I see this candle was not like this yet. It was like probably around here. Anyways, I saw, okay, well, we're displacing above these highs and basically just bullish until proven wrong. Pretty much. We have a huge gap here that could get filled at least a little bit. Um, Drop down into the 1 hour to kind of get more of like a better understanding of what's going on here. So yeah, I swear this candle wasn't here before. Maybe it was, but okay. So we have basically these stacked highs. All-time highs and London highs. That's a great liquidity pool. So what I wanted to see was for price to trade lower into this gap. So I marked out equilibrium from this low to this high here. I said, okay, I wanted to trade into this gap. I wanted to sweep out London. If I go into a 5-minute frame, yeah, because okay, it was this was market open, so it did not displace lower like that huge bar. Here's EQ. Here's London lows right here. And this was kind of like two draws in a way. This is way more significant. We have all-time highs and London highs. Plus, we're just so much more bullish than anything. So that's what I was aiming for. So what do I want if I wanted to go up? I wanted to displace lower. I want to open low, high, close. So at market open, I'm waiting for price to start dipping down a little bit lower. So as we fast forward, market opens right here. We start to get a little bit of stagnation in a way. Boom. Oh, geez. Okay, I guess not really. So we take these London lows, and it looks like we start to stoop this. So I'm like, great. I'm starting to look for longs to start to set up. At the same time, we had ES that took out London highs. So we had a double SMT. We took out London lows on NQ while we took out London highs on ES. So at this point, I was kind of like, well, what do I really want to see? I thought as long as ES doesn't take out all-time highs, then I'd still be okay to take these longs. That's kind of because I kind of felt like the SMTs kind of like invalidated each other in a way. So that's kind of how I wanted to play it. So I was waiting for these longs to set up. I was going down to the lowest time frame, waiting for a play to work out. I didn't. So this was a 2-minute play right here that I was looking to see get inversed. If I can extend that. So this was it right here. I was waiting for that to get inversed. Keep going, and then we get a fucking Drake candle to the downside. I'm like, great, okay. Back to the drawing board. We kind of just keep waiting for this. It gets into this EQ range. At this point, I'm like, all right, well, is there a 5-minute or a 15-minute gap that it can tap into? I want to see price tap into a 4-hour, a 1-hour, a 15-minute, or 5-minute. Those are the 4 gaps that I want to see price tap into and kind of soup in a way. Tap into those gaps, get some orders filled, and bounce right out of. So we hit EQ, boom. That's another one kind of like off the checklist, or I'm like mentally checking. I'm like, great. That's even a little more strength. Then I have this. We have this fit. It taps into this 15-minute gap on the left here. I'm like, okay, this is a very interesting point for price to go. It could definitely bounce out of this. So hit EQ. We can take that off. I'm looking for price to bounce out of this 15-minute gap. So drop down to my 5-minute. I'm looking for the highest leg inversion. I don't really see a 5-minute. We have a 5-minute all the way up here, but if I can get something lower, say like a 1-minute in a different leg, then I can take it to that 5-minute. I'm looking for the 1-minute. Yeah, we got a big one right there. We got to, kind of just got to let price develop a little bit more here. I'll let this 2-minute play out. Okay, let it play out again. Okay, so now we have this 2-minute here. So let's take this off. I have this. I have this 2 minute right here. Okay, I could wait for that to get inversed. Do I have a 3 minute? Let's see. I do have a 3 minute. Do I have a 4 minute? No 4 minutes. I don't think. Oh wait, I think I actually do end up getting a 4 minute here, and that's what I end up waiting for. I do. Okay, great. Do I get a 5 minute? No, 5 minutes. So 4 minute is the highest leg. So if I'm looking to go long off this 15 minute EQ like rebalance play, at least to like this 5 minute gap, because that's probably what I would target. Then just with these ES being so close, I don't think that I'd ever even get to all-time highs, because as soon as ES takes all-time highs, then I'm pulling it. When either one of my indexes takes out my target, whether it's ES that I'm not trading on or NQ that I am trading on, I'm pulling the plug on the trade, or I'm at least going break even. Depending on kind of what it's closer to. So that is kind of where I'm at with that. And then if I start to, let me see here, where was that? Just kind of fucking lost track of where I was at there. Jeez. Okay, so in this 4 hour gap, I'm basically just waiting for this to get inversed. That's it. I'm kind of wanting to see how price reacts. It taps out this 15 minute. It's starting to get a V-shaped recovery. I'm like, great. Like, we're starting to get some momentum out of this. We're starting to get orders filled out of this. Great. That's what I love to see. Fast forward another candle. It doesn't get it. Okay. So I'm like, all right, this clearly wasn't respecting that. So at this point, I'm starting to think to myself, okay, well, should I really be getting into longs right now? We're displacing below these lows. We're respecting bearish order flow. We have this S&T at the highs. Do I really love it or respect it a whole bunch just off London? Not really, because we also are kind of leaving these relative equal highs at all-time highs as well, just like we did at NQ. So I'm like, price just kind of has a narrative to a huge reason to just go up and take those prices. That's kind of what's going through my head. But I should honestly, we can totally just leave that in the dust when we're leaving at all-time highs, especially. I need to be remembering that. I kind of mirrored my bias a little bit in this way. I probably should have faded this setup. It is what it is. Anyways, we go on. We start to get a little bit deeper into this 15 minute. I'm thinking, okay, we're starting to stagnate a little bit. Like we've been in this 15 minute for quite a while. I don't really know what I'd want to see at this point. This is where I start to see this. So I'm like, okay, we don't have a 4 minute. Sure that we don't have a 5. 3 minute is the highest inversion here. So I'm like, okay, well, you know what? We have these stacked highs. We have it. Technically, we do have this SMT at the lows. It hit EQ. We're in this 15 minute. Thinking back, I probably would have faded this had I done this again, just because not only did it create a bunch of mental turmoil, because I had to sit through this trade for probably, when did this trade go through? At 9 o'clock, damn near on the dot. I probably sat through this trade for 45 minutes, just sweating my dick off. All because I kind of forced it in a way. I kind of did force it. I got very lucky. Anyways, I took this trade right here. So I took this 3 minute inversion, stops at the swing low here, and I wanted to target this 5 minute gap. Right here with a break even at this high, just because so I'm gonna get rid of this London low marker. I just didn't know how much I loved the trade. I just didn't know. On top of it, with this being equal highs right here, it's a decent liquidity pool. I could definitely see price reversing, continuing this downtrend. So I was like, you know what, that is the price that I'd be willing to go. As I take that, we doji, we start to displace lower. I'm like, fuck, that sucks. This trade just goes sideways. I mean, it is up, down, up, down. We get down here, and I'm thinking to myself, I should probably just cut this trade. I mean, at this point, there's no reason why price wouldn't want to soup these lows, re-swoop it, and then go and push higher to at least grab some more room. But we start displacing higher. I'm like, bet I have some more life. No, I don't.